Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your weekly reading for April 15th to the 21st. This is for Gemini and Gemini rising. And oh, yeah, we're going to jump right into it. This is a loaded week. It's actually a loaded weekend. All the major placements, especially the big one, the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, happened over the weekend. But I want you to know that you're still going to feel the effects of the eclipse, okay? Remember, eclipses are cycles. They're, in fact, 19-year cycles. So that's what life is. Life is a cycle. So we are on the heels of this new cycle. You are feeling it. This new moon total solar eclipse was in your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams. So a lot of things are coming to fruition for you now, and remember, you're going to feel the effects of this eclipse for a while. All right, it is just this nudge into this new cycle in your life. Think of yourself on some floating tube on the sea, right? There's that wave. These eclipses are that little wave that nudges you forward, okay, toward the beach where all your favorite candy bars are at. So it is a really, and if you want to think about the last time we had a new moon solar eclipse in Aries at the exact same degree, April 8th, 2005. Think about it. If you can think that far, think about that's why I say take notes. Take notes. Think about what happened around that time for you, okay? Think of it because, this is just a new cycle, but you could feel echoes of that. Now, the other thing is, remember, we just came out of a Mars-ruled eclipse, okay? So very fiery, all right? Very, very fiery. And Mars is in Pisces, which is very interesting. You are feeling a lot of action in career. This is because, remember, it's not just Mars, it's Saturn as well, okay? And so this is a month where you could feel a lot of activity in career. If you're not here for career, what are you exerting all your energy into that you want to be known for? Because the 10th house is also not only career, but public recognition, fame, honors, achievement. So keep that in mind. And it's interesting because Mars hasn't been here in Pisces in 2 years. So it may feel unfamiliar around this time, but it's that squeeze that you're going to feel it, but you're going to feel driven and ambitious. And, Pisces is such a spiritual sign. It's such a, think of Mars. Mars is so fiery. Pisces being a water sign, you got to make it work. And a lot of Pisces does rule spirituality. So really trusting yourself, having faith in yourself, and really, listening to your inner voice, using your intuition, putting all that energy into your intuition as well. But really, really just wait until the end of the month, by the way, when Mars moves into Aries. Mars cannot wait to leave Pisces to go into Aries. Oh my goodness, Gemini. You have no idea. I've already talked about how May is, the best, luckiest month of 2024, but we're moving into it with Mars in Aries, Mars in its domicile, and your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams. I mean, you're going to be on a mission. Things are going to happen, okay? Because remember, your ruling planet, Mercury, is retrograde right now. So this, all week long. So it still is a time to reassess things and reevaluate things, especially also if you're not here for career or any of that's part of the 10th house. There's still, all this Aries energy in your 11th house of your social network, groups you belong to. So you could be feeling a lot of, activity there. There could be even like friends from the past, groups that you belong to on social media, because the 11th house also rules social media, that you revisit and whatnot, or link up, LinkedIn community, with people from the past. But anyway, just think of, with Mercury retrograde and Mars in Pisces, there is an element of just like, instead of going like too fast after that eclipse, really reassessing and reevaluating things in your life right now this week. Now, on the 19th, even though Mercury is retrograde, still communicate. Please communicate. Sure, there could be some miscommunication that comes in and through. So be very aware as you communicate. Be mindful when you communicate. But, the moon will be in Leo for the first half of the week, which is great. And that rules your third house of communication. So you could actually be like whistling while you communicate. It's like really fun energy for you. I really like it. And if you have siblings, aunts, uncles, neighbors, that's your third house is there. And some of y'all may be traveling. Now, on the 19th, now we come to Friday. This is when the sun moves into Taurus. This is going to be so interesting for you, Geminis. This is when you have, remember I talked about that spirituality with Mars and Pisces, really activating that. Now you're really going to be going deep into your intuitive side with the sun moving into Taurus. So this is going to be for the next 4 weeks. Okay. And so sun and Taurus, think about Taurus. Taurus is very like down to earth energy, very nature related, very sensual. It's a very sensual side, but it's also, practical. Okay. It rules finance as well, comfort, security in those areas. But remember, Taurus is Venus ruled. So love, relationships, all could be themes for you. Creativity. Okay. As well. But money for sure. Money for sure. It may be something that you're thinking about, especially like financial stability and whatnot. Just remember, this is going to be a huge kickoff to Taurus season. And the reason I say that, because on the same day, Mercury conjuncting Venus. Mercury conjuncting Venus. Wow. Wow. That's your ruling planet. That's your ruling planet. Okay. Conjuncting Venus, which is the ruler for Taurus. However, both Mercury and Venus are in Aries still. Okay. All week. And that is your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams and your social network and groups you belong to. So keep that in mind. This is a time where people could gravitate. You're going to be very popular. Let's just keep it that. Y'all are going to be very popular. You probably already feel it already. All right. With everything that's happening. But this is really great energy. This is, you could be speaking in these compelling ways. People, sitting on the carpet, like, listening to you and all, like you're going to feel that energy. We're talking about your ruling planet here. And conjunctions are powerful charges. This is such a beautiful aspect. There could be, and be social is Venus is so social. Okay. And happens to be in your 11th house, which is your social network. So be very social this day, because the same day Mars is going to sextile Jupiter and Uranus. How big of a deal is this? Really big. Really, really, really big. Okay. Could there be something here with career for you? Absolutely. Remember, Mars is in your 10th house of career, public recognition and fame. Mars is sextiling Jupiter and Uranus. So let me break this down. Jupiter, the planet of good fortune, good luck, prosperity, expansion, profit, wisdom, faith. Uranus, the planet of breakthroughs and surprises and the unexpected. Wow. Could you have something surprising and unexpected that's very lucky and fortunate that happens on this day? Yeah, Gemini, absolutely, Gemini. This is going to be you could feel very ambitious, like wildly ambitious around this time. It is a very optimistic day, day of like things just starting to expand for you. Okay, just really take advantage of this time. This is going to be really, really nice. It's also a really good time to, you may even surprise yourself around this time. And one of the reasons I say that is because Jupiter and Uranus are both in Taurus. Remember that. Okay. So now we have the sun there too. That's all in your 12th house. So the 12th house is the subconscious. It's your intuition, but it's also hidden things. A lot of things happening behind the scenes for you. Really, really nice, right? It's also facing fears, you feeling confident in that. But again, this is just, it could be some unexpected opportunity that may arise, especially career related, fame related around this time. Now, the reason why this is a big deal is because just the day after is when Jupiter and Uranus conjunct. Okay, this is the great conjunction of Jupiter and Uranus. So how rare is this, Gemini? Well, let me tell you. The last time it happened was 84 years ago. So this is a rare aspect. And when I say the last time it happened in Taurus at the exact same degree. Like this is May 1941 that we're talking about. All right. Now, Jupiter and Uranus have a conjunction every 14 years. That's their cycle. Okay. Every 13, 14 years. So if you want to think about, again, this is why I tell you to take notes. If you want to think about what happened around January 2011, think about it. Think about it. That's the last time Jupiter Uranus conjuncted. Their conjunction was in Aries. So that was, again, your social network, groups you belong to, your hopes, your wishes, your dreams. So give it a think. The next time this is going to happen, 2037. So when I say anything, any aspect that happens once a decade. I mean, come on, that once every 14 years, rare. Take advantage of this. So is this a big day? Yes. It's a day of unexpected, surprising breakthroughs and opportunities. Okay. Now, what's really interesting, and so think big, think big around this day. Okay. Especially that breakthrough part, because this is a day of you could have big epiphanies, especially Geminis out of all the signs, because the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction is happening in your 12th house. So it may be more subtle for you than other signs because the 12th house is the subconscious and hidden things. But remember, things are happening behind the scenes for you now, and you may not be aware of it. And this is when you are aware of it. And remember, there's a sense of freeness, this freedom. Uranus is freedom. Remember, Uranus is the ruling planet for Aquarius, and Aquarius is all about their freedom. That's all they want, their freedom. So, and then Jupiter, luck, and they're happening in Taurus, a sign of finance and money. All right. So this is a big day. This is something that could have to do with anything that I just mentioned. Okay. Even travel, there could be something travel related for y'all, but this is just a lucky day. It's a lucky day. This is a day of think of it as a spark, or even for y'all, a great awakening as well. Something happening that really you're just whoa, just so surprising, awakening, something that's breaking the mold, breaking the glass ceiling, however you want to see it. This is a big day. Could be, like I said, a big epiphany for y'all. Now, the other thing that the other thing about this day is that, remember, Uranus, sure, the unexpected surprises, but also has that rebellious side, okay? But in the way of James Dean, right? Who classic Aquarian, right? So you can see this day as there could be something surprisingly rebellious, and it could be something that you do, and it could be something that you do that's in terms of this breakthrough of something subconsciously that has been holding you back. But anything could happen with this. This is so you've got to see it as, remember I said there's this sense of freedom here. So this rebellious energy, almost it's liberating. Okay, Uranus is a liberator as well. Can be a disruptor, but it's remember, this is a celestial cycle every 14 years, so we're entering this new cycle. All right, so it's the universe above saying, I know what's good for you. I'm excited to make this happen for you as we move into your birthday season. Jupiter moving into your sign in the best month of 2024. Geminis, you have no idea what's coming for y'all. This is gonna be amazing. So anyway, this is the other thing is Jupiter and Uranus, the conjunction. Sure, it's happening this day, but you could feel it. You could be feeling it now. They've been slow dancing. Jupiter and Uranus have been slow dancing in the background, okay, and they're still going to be doing it after April 20th too. But but the day of April 20th is when they actually go on stage, all right, and they do their waltz or their dozy do, or their mosh. They start a mosh, but whatever you want them to do. But this is the day that they actually or boom, here I am. This is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do for you. So just be present this day. Okay. Just be aware. And when I say be aware, just have awareness. All right. I made up that word awareness and clarity. All right. It's a great day. Now, what's really interesting is the day after, on Sunday, the sun will square Pluto. So I want you to know this is a lot of egos at play, and this is also there is that intensity that Pluto brings. And so you could be going on this really, really, really deep, I would even say psychological level, spiritual level, because Pluto in Aquarius, your 9th house is spirituality, okay? Sun in Taurus, your 12th house, subconscious, intuition, but also healing. So there could be something about you going really deep to find that empowerment. Okay, Pluto is empowerment. So just know there could be even maybe... Just don't try to force anything, okay? Don't remember, Mercury's retrograde, Mars is in Pisces. You don't want to force anything, but there could also be maybe an authority that you're looking, just... they're just, doing exactly what, palm to the face. You know what it is. Just avoid conflict around this time because it is challenging. And remember, next week Venus will square Pluto. So if the sun is squaring Pluto now, Venus is going to square Pluto next week. All right, and that's going to be very interesting because we just came after a Venus sextile Pluto. All right, so what was that, April 6th? All right, so just keep that in mind. That could be something it could be something with a friend, honestly, that you're leading up to, but there is a sense of right now how you're feeling about it. Okay, but anyway, let's it could be a bossy friend, and let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you, Gemini, for April 15th to the 21st. Again, this is for Gemini and Gemini rising, and if you want to read for your moon, your Venus, all those other placements, you are absolutely welcome to, Gemini. So let's get started. See what's going on for you for April 15th to the 21st. Now, Gemini, like I said earlier, I do a traditional, I didn't say it earlier, that's Mercury retrograde. I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. It really does offer the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. That was my Robert De Niro. Oh my diddly days. Gemini, well, you know what I'm going to say. Should we say it together? You're good. You're really good. You're good. Okay. I mean, come on. Who, yeah. So, okay. You know, it's really rare. It's when I get speechless like this, you know that it's a good sign. I only get speechless when I'm just like, whoa. All right, let's get started. You got the Six of Swords. Okay. Great. Good for you. This is the transition. This is, especially because you've had so much activity in your 12th house for quite some time now. Okay. You're leaving it. Okay. You're leaving it very soon. Jupiter is leaving Taurus. Uranus will still be there. Uranus is actually moving into your sign. Did you know that in 2026? But anyway, this is a card of, look at my finger. You see the turbulent water? Look at the direction they're going. They're moving past it now. They're leaving it now. They're leaving anything behind that was maybe mentally draining, or maybe something that was just up here that was just like really hard, or maybe even challenging. Be gone, right? Look, they're going. There's no undulation in those waves. Smooth sailing this moment forward. Okay, so you're leaving this, if you feel like you're in this mindset or this headspace that was just like a lot going on up here, you're moving out of it this week, and I encourage you to take that action to do it too. Really move forward and learn from the things that were hard for you, just so you are prepared. I always say this: learn from anything that was hard. Don't just like, okay, say, oh, thank goodness that's over, and just move on. Learn from it, okay? Because that's part of your like karmic journey too, as well. So you never have to go through those experiences again. And if you do, you're prepared, okay? But this is really great. This is this transition out of like challenging times and into not only the Ace of Wands in the heart of your spread. I'll go ahead and show you. You got two aces. You got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. So when I say you're good, you're good. You're good. Ace of Wands in the heart of your spread. So is something new happening for you? Absolutely. This is, that Taurus energy. Remember I said very grounding, very rooted. Well, Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles together. Come on, something is happening for you in this beautiful new way. This is your week. This is going to be amazing. Something's coming through. And wands are your passions, ideas, even like your creative spark inside you. You see the leaves on the wand sprouting from the wand. Okay, so it's like planting these seeds that have been planted. And again, you may have not even been aware of it with all this 12th house activity, things happening behind the scenes. But yeah, it's happening this week. Okay, you will be aware of this. Okay, it's the ace, which ushers in new change, new beginnings, new cycles. Like I said, we're entering this new cycle that's very auspicious, moving into one of the most auspicious month of 2024. This is really great. This is this is really great. If you are here for career, and I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of y'all were, Geminis have so much emphasis on career right now. There's something new. You have the potential to pursue something new that is going to be really nice for you. Really, really nice for you. Now, you got the Emperor in your challenge area. Okay, so just pay attention to that Sun squaring Pluto on Sunday. Remember, that is the peak of the aspect. It's like where you feel that chart. So you could feel it a day before, a day after. But again, maybe like an authority figure. The Emperor is like the dad of tarot. All right, the father, the paternal. So there could be like something there as well with like that family energy. But the Emperor is a ruler, right? He is a ruler of his own destiny. Now, remember I said earlier, there could be like a friend that you're just not seeing eye to eye with, someone that could be very authoritative and very bossy. Well, the Emperor is Aries, okay? Remember, Aries rules your 11th house of your social network, but also groups you belong to as well. So there could be someone there that's just kind of just like, right? That you may have to Melissa McCarthy them and just get them in a better mood. All right, just know that. And it could also be yourself. There could be a sense of you where it could be you that may come on too strong, and just be aware of that. Okay, just be aware of that. There is a sense of speaking of like all this social stuff that's happening for you and the public image stuff that's happening for you right now with the aspects. The Emperor, he's not only the ruler of his destiny, but he's also the ruler of his kingdom. And so there is a sense of like society, he lays the laws. So how interesting is that? Okay, I said ruler of his destiny. He's Aries. Okay, remember, Aries rules your 11th house, not only your hopes and wishes and dreams in your future, but also your social network and groups you belong to. So there is something that I want you to keep an eye on. If something gets a little too like just be cool. Be cool. You're Geminis. Talk your way. Gemini your way out of any situations. You can do it. Did I just verb you? I did. Justice in your crown, Gemini. All right. This is absolutely amazing. And one thing that I really love about this actually is that you also got the Knight of Cups and the root of your spread. Wow, because justice is attributed to Libra, which rules partnerships and relationships. And then you have the Knight of Cups, which is heavily like, I want someone part of my journey. Okay. Some of y'all could have moved into new partnerships, new relationships that could be happening this week. You could be wanting that. You could feel like that's going to emotionally fulfill you. Go for it. I love the fact that you do have justice in your crown. Very interesting, because there is that sense of balance and peace that comes with the justice card. Doing the right thing. There's a lot of karmic energy with this, right? So really, really great. It's like you seeking that justice for yourself, but also being honest with yourself this week. That's going to bring this great energy about you. And it's almost like things are, you may even start seeing how things are balancing out for you, and you're getting like things are starting to become like a lot more fairer. Is it fairer? More fairer for you, but a lot of wisdom in the Justice card. And then you do have the Knight of Cups in the root of your spread. So very interesting here. Very, very interesting. There is this level of, especially with the Knight of Cups, just really just being emotionally fulfilled. That's all, and feeling it this week. And this is someone who is such a dreamer, but he's so creative and so imaginative. He's so into the arts that, he, look at him extending his cup. He wants to share it with someone. Okay. And so this is someone, like when I say romantic, yeah, there could be someone coming into your life, but remember, Knight of Cups is Pisces. You even see the fish on his armor. Remember, there's all this activity in Pisces in your 10th house of career. It could be a partner in terms of a new job or a new career, or someone that's offering this new career path. But there is something, or maybe you partnering up with another, there's something there, but it really is something that is all about you and being emotionally fulfilled, because you don't even need a partnership or relationship here, because at the end of the day, all he wants to do is be emotionally fulfilled. Okay. And so this is you being on your quest to being emotionally fulfilled, and you will, you will be fulfilled in a lot of ways. You got the Ace of Pentacles in your future. So you got two aces here with the Justice card, with the Knight of Cups, with the Six of Swords. Is this your best weekly reading? Oh my goodness, Gemini. Gemini. Ace of Pentacles with the Ace of Wands, like two aces in a week with that Jupiter Uranus conjunction, all that luck. But wow, really great. And so the Ace of Pentacles, remember, this is money and wealth. So coming after the Ace of Wands, a lot of career energy, enterprise here. This is obviously the biggest pentacle in the deck. And so, yeah, a lot of y'all are possibly going on new paths in terms of career. And again, if you're not here for a career, what do you want to be recognized for? There's something opening up for you. In fact, in your future, you do see the golden pathway here, quite literally, this new path, okay? You see the archway here. It is a gateway into this new chapter, new cycle in your life. This is absolutely amazing. And remember, I said there is a sense of something being rooted now, something being rooted in your life. Pentacles are your physical reality. They're so earthbound. So this is really grounding. Oh my goodness. And Taurus, a fixed sign, right? So that stability. I mean, wow. Wow. Gemini. Wow. Oh my diddly days. Okay, let's get to your stuff. Oh, Gemini. If you like this reading, would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Talk to me. What's happening? What's going on? Y'all are amazing. And you know I love you. Okay, great. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is it. Gemini. A lot of y'all are looking for this. Yeah. You do have the Page of Cups here with the Knight of Cups. Love it. I love it. Yeah. So it's it's almost like there is. I want you to be completely open-hearted this week. I want you to follow your bliss. I want you to trust your instincts. I want you to know that you can have whatever you want. You've got to believe that you can. I want you to have that imagination too. He's a big dreamer too. The Page of Cups here, but there's so much creative energy that comes with the Page of Cups, as well as the Knight of Cups, who does have, I think I pointed out, the wings of imagination on his helmet, on his shoes. So you're in this very creative space as you move forward this week too. But there is something where it's just like you are just now following your bliss, and I want you to take action toward that as well. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. You got Judgment. All right, so absolutely love this. You got Judgment in your external factors area. So it's almost like, I mean, you see the Archangel here, Archangel Gabriel blowing the trumpet. All right. The dead are arising. And the dead are in their gray in tarot's wisdom. Remember, you've got a lot of gray here. Even with the columns, anyway, there's a lot of, so it's the spiritual awakening that's happening here. You have an Archangel in your external factors area. You're being guided. It's almost like, remember how I said earlier, the universe is saying like, I got you. I'm doing this. Like, you're good. You're absolutely good. Okay. This is having that spiritual awakening, but even just having this aha moment, this moment of clarity. Remember, that's what's going to happen for you anyway with the Jupiter Uranus conjunction, even having that epiphany. All right. So this is absolutely amazing. You have the Seven of Swords. All right. Where it falls in your spread, though, it's saying that's what you don't want anymore. Okay. You don't want to feel, robbed of anything, or feel like you have to be sneaky around things, or you're going to like using strategies that are, you're just like, why am I doing this? Like, it's like that fairness that's coming in that you're thinking about. But with the Seven of Swords, there's also a sense of, you possibly, and this is where this may get confusing because Mercury is retrograde. So let me see if I can explain this. It's almost like things are going to be so great for you. A part of you may feel that it's like, oh my gosh, this is hard to believe. And it gets you a little like on guard. Like, I don't want being a little too, I don't want anyone to take this away from me. And it may be like something that comes up where it's because this card is, highly associated with like lying, cheating, stealing, but where it falls in your spread, it's almost like that's something that you may like fear this week. because everything's so good for you. It's almost like you're sitting on the top of the mountain. You're like, I can't believe I'm on this throne on the top of the mountain. But now you're just like, instead of enjoying the moment, you're surveying it. Like, is anyone trying to take my throne? Don't do that. You're going to be fine. You're going to be good. You got the 3 of Wands in your final outcome. You're good. You're absolutely good. Geminis. Wow. 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 3 of Wands is all about, like, I call it the green light card. Okay. So it's all about going. It's all about going. It's all about seeing what's out there. Seeing what's out there. You see, it's all sky here. The sky's the limit, right? Seeing what's out there. The fun thing is this card is attributed to Sun and Aries. Remember Aries, your 11th house, your hopes, your wishes, your dreams. This is really, and even your social network. So even meeting new people could be a thing right now, okay? Because that's what he wants to do. He wants to leave his village to import, export, shake hands, meet people, communicate. He wants to, but also through that whole process, self-discovery, okay? Self-discovery. But 3 is the beginning of new things. It's growth, advancement. There's new things happening for you. You're good. You're absolutely good. Hey. There could be, again, I mean, you're good. You've got your 2 aces here. You're good. But yeah, there could be something about partnerships and relationships as well. Something new coming in, or something stabilizing, or something growing bigger, something that's just really nice. But either way, this is your week. This is amazing. Gemini, I gotta say, this is one for the books. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. Gemini, next week, we will talk about that. Next week, we have that full moon in Scorpio, okay? But we got a lot of other things too. But wow, really, really just, I'm very excited for you, Gemini. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.